Hi, I'm Dr. Debbie Parnes. I'm an orthodontist and the owner of Phamily Orthodontics in Wayne and Paoli. We are a boutique orthodontic practice that serves kids and adults, and we offer multiple options of appliances, including customized braces and Invisalign.
So you have two locations,
Yeah.
Wayne and Paoli.
Yeah.
And so what kind of makes you different from other orthodontics?
Yeah, I mean, I think our practice is, we like to call ourselves the fun dentist. I think that's maybe orthodontists in general,
Yes.
not to hurt our dental friends, but, we like to think we get to do the fun stuff, no needles, anything like that. Mm-hmm. Our practices in particular are certainly designed to feel like home. And that's not just for a kid, and it's not just for a woman. We want every member of the family that comes in, whether we're treating a child or an adult, to feel at home, to feel comfortable in our office, to enjoy their time there. We also don't want people to have to come in if they don't want to. So we offer remote monitoring because we also understand that everyone out here has very busy lives. So we really just want people to feel comfortable throughout the entire process. And we are women-owned, we are women-operated, and I think we have like an incredible culture where our staff and our team, it really values being happy at work, and then I think that translates to the care that we provide our patients.
For sure. What genuine means to you as part of your practice?
Being genuine means to me to always be 100% myself, and treat my patients exactly as I would want to be treated, as I want my family members to be treated. At the end of the day, it's all about relationships and making everyone feel comfortable, confident in their smile transformation, but also throughout the entire orthodontic practice. Sometimes it means I think about my patients after hours, but that's really what's genuine to me.
So one of the things that I know you've talked about is confidence. And that totally aligns with kind of our values here at Ivory Tree, and making sure everybody feels really beautiful exactly as they are. Yeah. So how does that translate in kind of your business and what you do?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. One of the things we'll often tell, and probably this is a question that parents have more so than for their kids rather than adults. Adults sometimes want to change, Yeah. I'm guilty of that myself. How do I look younger? Things like that.
For sure.
But particularly for kids, we always say, at the end of the day, Johnny, right? The classic Johnny example. Johnny's still going to look like Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny's just going to look like Johnny, but with a healthier smile, healthier teeth position. And we really treat every patient individually. Every plan is customized so that we are not changing our facial aesthetics unless it's something that's wanted. And we really value and respect that too, because I think that there's, sometimes really some implications for self-esteem, things like that, myself included. I think part of becoming an orthodontist was my only exposure in dentistry as a kid was orthodontics, and I can see the value in it. I think that orthodontics has shifted so much from when we were kids, when we really only looked at teeth. Now we look at faces, we look at teeth. They all factor into our treatment plan, and making sure we customize every plan to the patient.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the biggest influence in your life?
That is another good question.
That's a tough one.
And I knew you were going to ask me that. I told that's 101. I would say collectively, well, I don't want to insult my family. Obviously my kids influence me. My husband influences me. My mom thinks mom influences me. But professionally, my team. My team is my biggest influence. Yesterday happened to be Orthodontic Staff Appreciation Day. Obviously there's a holiday for everything these days, but I sent a very genuine, as you will, note to my team in the morning just about how I couldn't do this without them, and I don't want to do this without them. Yeah. And they know how important mental health is to me, and again, being happy at work. And I observe all of them, and if there's something that I'm feeling that where they're not 100%, the influence that has on me to make a change or just acknowledge, have a conversation, is that is what drives me each day.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so important.
So you're a woman-owned business. What kind of advice or mentorship or whatever you would like to call that do you recommend for the next generation?
Yeah, I think for women in particular, collaboration. I think collaboration is huge. I have another female doctor that I work with that I'm blessed to call both my friend and my partner. And that is huge. Sure. We lean on each other. We build each other up, because there's good days and bad. And then, we collaborate more globally with other orthodontists around the country via Facebook groups, whatever it may be. So I certainly think collaboration, there's no ego. Ego does not help, I think, any woman-owned business.
Yes.
I mean, we're here today together, which is amazing. I also think, being realistic. I mean, my husband and I work together as a team at home. We have 3 kids, so I have a almost 9-year-old, almost 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And I collaborate, if you will, again. I lean on my childcare, my nanny, my parents, my husband. And I really think accepting that you just you don't have to do it alone, and you also don't have to be super hard on yourself. I think most women are our own worst critic. And I've been supporting a friend of mine start her own business in the past year, selling consigned clothes, and she's been doing it now out of our office, and it's still new to her to be a women business owner. And sometimes she wears the weight of that, and I'm like, you're doing great. Just pause, slow down. It's not a race. There's no race. Just take your time to figure it out, and don't be so hard on yourself. And I think I can tell myself that now or say it out loud now, but 8 years ago when I bought my business, it was a lot more challenging to actually believe it, but absolutely. It's the only way to stay sane.
I think that's absolutely true. So what I have found is the weight of owning your own business is not anything you can ever even prepare yourself for.
100%.
Right? And I think the only people who really understand that are other women business owners.
Yes. I always feel so connected immediately, regardless of the business industry. Yeah.
Right? And it's a collaboration.
Yeah.
And it's a collaboration that I never saw in corporate America.
Yeah.
I had a lot of really great mentors.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of really great women in my life, professionally.
Yeah.
And there were all of those that would carry as you climb.
Yeah.
And there were just as many waiting to push you down, right?
Yeah.
Just to get themselves ahead just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And that not knowing is totally different in corporate America than out kind of in the entrepreneurship world where it's just really collaborative. And everybody's let me help you carry that bag, right?
We've especially in this area, which is such a blessing to be on the main line with so many locally owned businesses.
Yes.
It's never ending, the collaboration in that regard.
Yep.
I recall I bought my business from, if you had asked me a few years ago, you'd say, who is your greatest influence or mentor? I would certainly have said him, right? The doctor I bought my practice from, and he was, and he still is, a great mentor. But just for different parts of my business, right? The more logistical part. But I remember he said to me several times, he's like, I think you should just do it on your own when you buy it from me and I'm retiring, as opposed to bringing on someone else. And I'm like, nope, I don't want to. I just believe I'm happier together. We're better together.
Better together. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I use genuine as my word, but as our conversation went on, I also think collaboration. That's just such a big piece of what we do, and it talked about it more in a business sense, but in the same regard, we collaborate with our patients.
Yeah.
Every patient I'm there to partner with, not to and use my knowledge to treat them, but not to lead them just my way. It's it's a team effort for every case that we treat.
That's amazing.
Yeah.